I don't know anything about the magic negation that the main character has in Black Clover because I only watched the first 2 episodes and decided it was trash and moved on with my life. Unfortunately...
You know what is the honest best magic negation across anything I've ever done or watched or played?
What?
It's Dungeons and Dragons. You just dedicate an entire spell to it.
Oh, so wouldn't that be Irregular Magic High School? He had magic negation.
Yeah.
Just if
he had to whatchamacallit? He had to actively cast magic negation.
Yes.
I thought I could actually go back up, and then I was like, nah, I have to go back around.
Yep. You jump.
Because I like the idea that when you go to negate somebody's spell, you definitely have to cast a spell to do it.
Or you just hold out your right hand.
Yeah.
And shatter the illusion.
Hopefully they hit your right hand and not anything else.
No. They in the manga, or was it the light novel, or was it one of the or was it the spin-off manga? Either way, in something they explain that. All right, so you know how after the first arc he loses his memories?
Yeah.
Okay. So it says they say in one of the later somethings that he actually has muscle memory. Like his Imagine Breaker gives his body the muscle memory to preordain where magic is going to be cast and shot from, and reflexively moves his hand to block it. Which is how he blocks Misaka's lightning attacks. Because remember, it's lightning. It moves at the speed of light. So how the fuck is he blocking it? Well, his Imagine Breaker is giving him basically muscle memory to figure out where the lightning's trajectory is going to be so he can block it.
I wasn't paying attention to that, honestly. I didn't even think anything of it.
Because they just make it like that anime thing where he can just block the magic because because he can. But no, he has basically kind of a miniature precognition.
If you ask me now, that ability is kind of busted. Well,
that's a required secondary ability that goes along with his Imagine Breaker. It's not like something the Imagine Breaker auto does, or well, it doesn't. There's the square.
Oh, by the way, right here, I was like, "Oh, treasure," and then I went to loot it, and then I realized this is when I realized that the platform I was supposed to loot it from was right there.
It's okay. You could loot it from either platform.
Yes.
But yeah, that was probably my favorite explanation as to why what's his name? Toma can block lightning. Is that he just has the ability to preordain where the magic strike is going to... he has to be able to see it. If he can see it, he basically sees where the magic is going to happen. Or the psychic ability, or whatever. Get it, fight it. Do it. Who? It just hits the wall. It jitters the shit.
What is everybody in this world's deal with walls?
Obviously it's the engine. You are not doing any damage to this thing, God.
It's resistant to, everything.
Well, you keep trying to do, because you have an elemental-based weapon equipped. So all of your attacks that don't have an element now have an element.
He's resistant to everything everybody's doing.
That's because everyone has an elemental weapon equipped.
Is he just null? Is he resistant to every element but null or something?
Yes, he's resistant to every element except for attacks without an element.
Yeah, when you see in this fight, when you see me pause during one of his attack, or when you see me stop comboing during one of his attacks, that's when I'm like trying to do the dodge, but the dodge doesn't come out fast enough.
No, you're just not good enough.
No, there's like, I'm trying to do like reactionary dodges, but the game doesn't let me do a reactionary dodge fast enough. At the speed that I want to do it at. Like, it lets me do it, like, if I'm prepared for it, if I get the timing down. But it's like, I'm talking about, like, last second dodging, like, down to the last half second.
No, it's not gonna let you do that.
And then that's what would make.
You have to hit the dodge during your iframes.
I would like. Oh yeah, that's me like hitting the block button to like. Yeah, you're obviously seeing me practice it.
Yeah.
And it's like, what I wanted from the dodge was, I would have much preferred it if the block canceled out of attacks and then let me do a dodge immediately.
No. Also, you do know you can cancel attacks into a dodge, right? You can cancel your attack into a backstep. Or a forward step.
I tried doing that during this fight, and it doesn't work.
It definitely works. You're not doing it good enough. See, look, right there, you just canceled the end of Cerberus Strike into a backstep.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention. There are times where I just don't get the backstep, and I don't know why.
Are you double tapping back? Are you holding square back, or what?
Square back.
Alright, well, you're probably mistiming it.
Because, like, you'll see, like, there are moments where, like, I do an attack, and then I stop, and nothing happens, and it's like,
You're just not doing it right. I promise that you can do the exact thing I just said you can do.
Let us move onward.
Alright, everyone leveled the fuck up.
Yeah.
I won't let anyone down. So this is experience. Never.
I hope
Just keeps getting better.
And I leveled everybody up.
Dope. Now they're all strong. Now they're all slightly more ass kicking.
Yep.
Oh man. I can't wait until you get your final party member. Haruhi Suzumiya. You'll love her, probably.
Could you expand on why you call her Haruhi Suzumiya?
Oh, when you meet her, you'll understand.
Because there's one of two ways you can go with this, and I don't like this. I don't like one of those ways.
Well, I mean, I can't tell you because you're not that far off. You're probably a couple hours away from meeting her.
Okay, I'll explain to you what one of these ways is, and I'm fairly confident you can give me a yes or no answer on this one.
I could.
Is she a deity that does nothing?
If I don't have the timing down, I might leave.
No.
Okay.
Why would you think that some random girl from Backwater Town would be a deity who does nothing in a game where you're already friends with Jesus? You're already friends with the God of the world.
I don't believe for a second that she's really like
Maxwell.
Because the way they talk about Maxwell, I don't believe that that's actually what's. Man, I don't believe.
You just don't believe it?
I just don't believe it. Like the way I don't believe it that it is the way that they talk about it.
What do you mean? I'm not understanding what you mean here.
Because I don't know. Like they talk about how Maxwell's like a a legendary being that just kind of exists across time, and I don't think that Mila has existed for like ever.
What makes you say that? Remember, she was just born 20 years ago.
Yeah, she's 20 years old.
But she's also Maxwell.
It's just an inherited title.
Then who did she inherit it from?
Her mom, probably, or her dad, or whatever. I don't. Oh yeah, this is when I realized I went in the wrong direction.
Keck.
I looked at the minimap and I realized there was a bunch of shit I already looted. And I go, this isn't the right way.
What's with this place? It's all messed up.
It's a liminal region where multiple spirit climes collide. It is indeed.
Maybe she inherited from her grandfather / mother. I don't know. I think Maxwell's an inherited title.
No, she's definitely Mila Maxwell. Like, that's her name. She is indeed the Maxwell.
So she's like infinity years old?
Technically, yes. She is infinity and 20, to be precise.
Infinity plus 20.
We are going.
Oh, you missed the thing on the wall.
Damn it! It's okay,
It was just an elixir, whatever.
What, yeah.
It was an actual item that you could use in combat rather than a fashion accessory.
I'll pick it up when I turn the game back on.
No, you're gonna forget and you know it.
Probably.
I am damn sure you are going to forget.
It's not like these fucking pirate treasures are fucking actually doing anything for me.
Well, if you get the item, the right ones, then yeah, they do things for you. And it depends on what you want them to do for you.
I want them to be more than cosmetic.
Well, yeah, some of them aren't cosmetic. Some of them are special items that lead you down a side quest that lets you get really good equipment.
And with that, we'll get you guys